What's up, everybody? Welcome to the call to action reaction. That's called to reaction with my co-host, Princess Mel. How are you today?
Hello, hola. I'm good. I'm excited.
Me too. And this is your boy, Paul Denuzio, PLD, and we are here where everybody else seems to be in Orlando, where everybody else seems to be going to Orlando or having other kind of lives. You're going to get this dynamic duo for two reactions. We're going to sit here and do the first reaction, then we're going to upload a second reaction later. We got the two big matches from this week. William the Beast Bibbiani versus our favorite John Rocha. And then, of course, Team Trader, Ben the Boss Bateman. I know you're on his side now, but that's enough of that. Versus Brendan the Kid Meyer. But this one, this video you're seeing here first, is going to be the first one. The Beast versus John Rocha. What are your thoughts on this before we get into the match?
Oh, well, my thoughts are, as always, boo John Rocha. Let's go whoever he's playing. So, but genuinely, my thoughts on this match are that I think Rocha can light it up when he's in the zone. So it's not, I don't think it's a slam dunk. I think a lot of people think that this whole tournament is Bibbiani's to lose. And it might be, but I mean, I've seen stranger things happen. And I think if Rocha catches fire, it could be an upset.
It could be. Bibbiani's been on fire. That's no doubt. There's two people in the tournament who have been on fire so far. It's Bibbiani and Bateman on the other side. Actually been pretty much doing the same type of thing. But again, I agree. A lot of people saying it's going to be Bibbiani versus the Kid. A lot of people are overlooking Rocha, and not for bad reasons. I mean, Rocha has not quite been the Rocha of old, but at the same time, he's
old.
No pun intended. I can make those jokes. I'm pretty old myself, but anyway. But seriously, Rocha's found a little bit of competitive fire. At least he started trying to I think bring the fire against Kalinowski kind of woke him up a little bit, enough to kind of want to not be put out to pasture so early. But he's still not quite what he used to be. I don't think he said before he doesn't kind of study as much anymore as some of the other ones. He tried to make it as a dig, but you know John Rocha, he always tries to make it big. But
yeah,
let's face it, we hope he loses because we don't want him to win because he's insufferable when he wins. We hate that. So.
He really is. He really is. So, I mean, yeah, especially with Orlando coming up, we just can't take a chance that he gets 2 wins this week. That would just be rough.
Heartbreaking at that point. We'd have to bow our heads in shame. Fuck that. So, as always, whatever Team Action does, we say, fuck that. Let's go to the tape. Without further ado, we are going to watch
Mr. Kalinowski.
Speaking of KO,
fellow Inner Geekdom champion.
That's right.
And of course,
genius, amazing man, James Bond fan. You and I bond on so many
one of our
levels.
favorites.
Let me
The
congratulate you
The
on your
captain.
amazing success.
Thank you, sir.
But now that let's just say my visionary genius has been unleashed.
Yes, that's
What
a word
I
for
was
it.
saying that I just would like to ask, if there is perhaps, if you understand how you might need to jump ship, perhaps to come to a different vessel, to leave corruption, to join a family, I would just like to offer you the opportunity to come on board.
I have a hard time seeing KO and Andrew Ghai being on the same faction at this point.
For adventure.
Yeah.
So, kind of like
With the nuke, you never
when
know.
Akira Sulu jumped ship from the Enterprise, or Will Riker went and took control of the Titan. Fans really didn't like that.
That's not canonical. That's only in the books.
Okay. Sure about that?
Yeah.
But we're mincing things here. You know, that's neither here nor there, my friend. So you're just saying that if the opportunity arises, that I should leave a winning faction, go to a losing.
Now, they've had a couple of these
Am I hearing that right? I'm sorry. I
with managers.
just want to make sure I'm hearing it all clearly.
Like
Losing. match. I just want.
I'm trying to get people to join their
I
faction.
would like
But
to think.
to me, it seems kind of weird because they're being drafted. I don't think they have a choice. So, like, if
Right.
Burnett wants Kalinowski,
where a
I mean,
family,
granted, I know he's a
young
champion,
family,
so
we do.
maybe that's
No
why.
one wants to be corruptible their whole
It seems kind of a little
lives. What we
strange.
want is
More like a. I mean, I
Maybe.
guess.
someone that's going to win.
Then again, I guess on the other hand, like in football,
Anyway.
you'll still talk to the player when you want to draft them anyway, and
They're
see how they
just trying to
feel
get
about it.
him, get him to buy into the team or whatever.
So I guess they.
I
want
will
to know
say-
what they're doing.
I will say the Robert Meyer Burnett thing, like his wackiness has been kind of a little bit weird this season. He's just kind of wacky. But now that I think about it, it's very it's very much like Captain Kirk, like acting from the original series.
Little
So I
Shatner.
feel like he's very Shatner-esque. And I don't know if that's intentional, but it's feeling very much like, Bill Shatner. Very.
I feel like if it is that way, it's because he's osmosis over the years. He's through osmosis of watching so much or whatever.
We're going to get 2 years.
That's definitely a compliment
for
for
the
him, I
title.
think.
Then we got it
Yeah, he
about
takes
a
it as a
year ago
compliment.
for the title, and now here we are again, semifinals. You've got the former two-time champion John Rocha against the former champion William the Beast.
Yay.
What a match for the semifinals!
They have given us classics in the past, and we expect another great one here today, simply because the winner is going to perform a Schmoedown in Tony Orlando's living room. That's right. Tony Orlando is going to be hosting Tie a Yellow Ribbon to the Tree, Christian, because Tony Orlando is getting involved in the Schmoedown.
That's a complete and utter lie.
I kind of wonder how many people actually or they're probably like, who is Tony?
Home of Mickey, Epcot Center.
I wouldn't be
and
surprised.
Now, here's the
It's a
thing.
very adult
John
reference.
Rocha
Like
is
I don't know how many people.
gonna be there going for
The kid probably
title
doesn't know if he's
partner,
there that
Dean
day.
Murray, who won the free for all, and he was able to choose any title shot.
I'm
with
assuming
the
these were
main
probably
event,
taped
and
on
now
the
it's
same
Corruption
day,
versus
but-
the Founding Fathers.
I would.
John Rocha,
Yeah, I would
if he
assume.
wins today, will be playing twice in Orlando.
Woo, that's 10 rounds of combat.
It's going to be very interesting if he can do it. However, William the Beast Bibbiani is having a hell of a year thus far. He went very, very far in the free-for-all. Still has that number one contender shot because he was the MVP of the free-for-all.
That's right. He hasn't cashed in on that yet, has he? That's right. He's still got that in his back pocket.
So
How long can you hold on to that?
I don't know. But remember, Bibbiani has beaten in a Brett match. John Rocha has beaten Bibbiani in a one-on-one match. So this is sort of the rubber match.
And doesn't it always seem like
I
these
guess
two are
maybe you
calling
wait to
each
see
other
how
out,
far you
even though
go
their paths may
in
not
singles and
converge
teams, and then
necessarily. It always seems
use
like
it for
one
the other.
piece the other. Well, they get a
If you don't
chance
make it in
today.
one.
Probably.
We're very excited to go to Mr. Orlando's house in a couple weeks. Elton John wrote the song "I'm Still Standing" in honor of William Bibbiani's performance at the free-for-all.
That is absolutely true. And like
I can't-
had a rivalry for a very long time.
Booking Rocha's ticket.
I can't envision what he would use it for. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe a teams match, but
it's not.
even then,
They're back at it again.
I don't
Rocha
know.
Versus Bibbiani, and they
I guess he's probably not going to do it until next year at this point, I'd assume. Unless he's going to make
I would
something.
Here we are. Semifinals. You versus Rocha. I think you got it.
Thanks, man.
I've said this a couple times. I really want to see the kid go heel, but not like by changing anything, just like amping up the niceness even more. Just like that
Yeah.
crazy niceness. No way.
The Outlaw, Rocha!
Yeah.
That was a tough match for me to watch. I didn't want either of them to win. It was tough for me to even sit through.
Haymakers. But you got to think about this. Now he is that much closer to getting back what he wants, and that is his singles champion. He's got a 3-time champion in this league. Now he's that much closer. He's going to be all that much more motivated.
It's me. Every time I play John Rocha, it is a really wonderful match, especially when I knock him out.
Yes.
Every once in a while, Bibbs like he's not much of a taunter, but every once in a while he'll like throw a jab in that's like so subtle underneath. He's so nice about it. They're like, ah.
Me and Rocha? Who knows? He's beaten me before. I've beaten him before. We'll just keep going back and back and back and back and forth. The thing is, a fight usually isn't over the first time you get knocked down. You brush it off, you wipe the blood off your mouth, you get back up, and you give as good as you get. Once and for all, the Outlaw and the Beast, let's settle this thing in a rubber match. You down? Do I have to wear rubber? It's my understanding this is some sort of like rubber match. He's going to come out dressed all in rubber, which is an interesting choice for him. It's
The
not for me.
Beast has like no sports references at all, and this is like a sports part of the league, and
You got a new part.
so that whole side of it, he has no idea what's going on, and it makes me laugh.
You're a snuggle bear. but I've looked in your eyes.
But if Rocha came out in like a complete like rubber latex costume from like head to toe,
God.
on your multiple
Oh, God, please.
7 days a week. Who has that kind of time? I know for real.
I just struck a little bit in my mouth.
Your eyes, you want this. You want to win.
Bibbiani is having fun. It's the reason why I believe he's been so successful over the last years, because he went from taking this game way too serious to having a lot of fun with it.
This has all been one long path.
I kind of feel like that's a big statement, a true statement from Christian. Like he's so. I think he like kind of got upset at himself last year when he lost. So he kind of like just now that he's just having fun with it, it's easier for him to compete. So I wonder if like someone really goes after him hard, if that can affect him. Like Rocha will probably go after him hard, or the kid won't.
Yeah.
So that's why everything beef for the kids would be a great match. It probably would be a good match, knowledge-wise, but I feel like for the Beast, you got to like hit him hard and like kind of rattle him.
Yeah, which is not easy.
No, because he's got the pure knowledge. It's hard to taunt somebody when they're kicking your ass in a way.
Yeah.
The fact that the two of these, it's so much fun to watch them together, and very excited to see what they're going to do in the teams tournament when that happens. But you hear the words with him and Rocha, and then Rocha, of course, with Dagnino. The Horsemen are having a bit of a comeback here. What a victory this would be to have both the Horsemen inside of the finals, because Ben Bateman still has a chance to make it. You talk about the kid. He's playing the kid in the other semifinal match.
Former stable mates. They slept in the same barn once upon a time, and now John Rocha has emerged as the competitor against.
So I have Rocha Bateman in the final. So while my bracket is far from perfect, if it was a Rocha Bateman final, like I feel like I did pretty good.
You know, honestly, I put my bracket in so long ago, I can't even remember. I think I know I had Bateman on. I had Bateman winning the whole thing.
Me too.
But I don't remember if I had. I think I had him against Bibbiani. Either Bibbiani or Erwin. I think because I went back and forth on both of them for a while. So if it is Bibbiani and it is Bateman, then I'd be in good shape for my finals at least. But how I got there, I got a couple of them. I think
December 7th.
They got a wishes I wanted Kalinowski to lose, and I wanted Rocha to lose.
Yeah.
So.
For the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
And I have Rocha in the finals, not because like I felt like he would beat everybody, but more like I just felt like it was our luck. Like it was just my luck that Rocha would make it to the finals.
Is where the spectacular is the setting for Predator 2.
And with that, I ask you, you're ready?
I am pumped, ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
We're
time
ready.
for the
We are ready for this.
Schmoedown.
Boy, you feel it.
You feel it
In the air tonight.
You feel it.
The hair on the back ear, neck standing up.
Oh, it is. I'm ready to go.
Introducing First, representing
It's back to his outlaw
the
music.
Five Horsemen, led to the ring by his manager Tom Dagnino.
I'll even one
and
better
Mark
than
Yodi
that.
Riley.
There you go. I'll do
With
that
a
for you.
record
There you go.
of 14 wins, 8 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champion and the former 2-time singles champion. He is the Outlaw.
I gotta admit, I like his music. I do like this music.
Big on the horizon for the Outlaw, one
Yeah,
way or
point.
the other.
Don't
This is
put that.
very exciting. Rocha, Flash in the 5, the legend Mark Yodi Riley by his side. Tom Dagnino dressed like a gym teacher.
Riley, why?
In his first
Why?
That's always the saddest part, Riley. It's still weird for me to see Dagnino throwing up the 5. It just seems so bizarre.
It is.
I don't know if I ever get
It's just
used to
He
that.
said 14 wins, 14.
Nope.
That is more than the Washington Redskins have had in the last 7 years.
And his opponent, representing Shazam,
Sweet.
with a record of 9 wins, 6 defeats, and 4 knockouts, led to the ring by the Kid. He is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast.
It's always interesting to see what his intros are going to be, so I'm always kind of
yeah.
curious.
Oh, the bees are everywhere. The bees are He's everywhere. What is
Yeah,
There's a lot of bees.
that's happening.
We don't know how they got in.
Oh my.
Hidden honey.
Was that James? Did you see James? Was he there? I think he was there, wasn't
He
he?
might have been there.
There were so
I think he
many
was there
bees,
for that
Rocha.
one.
I think I saw him.
Rocha, did you see the bees?
I think I saw
There
him.
were bees.
Not
Wow.
acknowledging the answers.
Roka's not playing at all.
Blame Bibbiani
No,
insisting to
not
John
even a
Rocha.
little.
John Rocha, the
I don't
opposite
actually,
of a
honestly, I don't
broken
blame him
and
for
fine
that.
girl.
When he's in his mind to play the game,
Bees make
sometimes
you
you just gotta.
stronger.
Good reference.
Deep night is cool.
Did I get it too soon on that?
Yeah.
All right. Anytime you make Ben Goddard
Not one of my favorite ones, but it's middle of the road for me. It's probably middle.
All right.
It's not bad.
Not one of the worst.
Rocha with a
Yeah.
hand pick.
Not bad. I've seen
Leonard
better.
Maltin is like probably my favorite
Let's
that he's ever done.
I
Just because,
personally,
yeah.
In
I
round
personally love the
number
Mystery
one,
Science
you
Theater
are without the
3000
aid
one.
of
That was my
flying
favorite one.
insects. What you have is your
I just
movie
love that
traditional
one.
That's a
I'm a
pretty
big fan.
popular one.
I'm
That's
a
a
big
pretty
fan of that.
popular one.
Marker. We're gonna ask
And of course, the alien one, the one Riley got his
Eight.
chest
Each question
burst. That was
for
pretty
one
good.
point, no penalty for missing the question. There is no stealing in round number one. As soon as we ask the question, each competitor has about 15 seconds.
At
to
least he
answer.
tries.
Best
That's the
attempt.
thing. At least he
Right
tries.
now
That
on the whiteboard when we
he
ask the final
does.
answer,
Oh, I did like Price is Right. That was a really good one
That's true.
too.
That's true.
At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone.
I don't know if that was him or just the team. I can't remember.
Of the JTE
I don't know
rule.
either.
Alex,
I remember,
you
I remember, but I don't
question
remember what,
correctly.
which
You
one it
want
was
us to
for.
ask it again. You just want to buy yourself another 15 seconds. Use a JTE rule. You also each have one challenge to use.
I'm going to do my answers on pen and paper because I still am too cheap to buy a whiteboard for now.
So start with Bibbiani. Are you ready?
I am ready, and I just want to say it's a real pleasure to be here with John Rocha again. Let's have a good match.
And John Rocha.
Nobody buys that. Let's do this.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown. They're back at it again. Back at it again.
He's always.
I mean, self-awareness is a good thing.
I
Like,
guess so. Yeah.
How's that going to work?
All right, well, here we go. First one is in crime films. Crime. Who stars in 2005's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang as a thief who is mistaken for an actor?
Have you ever been mistaken for?
Oh, God. I never actually saw this one. That's one of my misses.
I don't know it either.
Veterinarian.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was like old, like 70s. So I'm way off on this.
Bibbiani.
Robert Downey the Younger.
That is.
Okay.
Junior.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Rocha.
Robert Downey Jr.
Didn't even bother,
Okay,
so nope.
number two.
Shout out to John Rocha for letterboxing his answers.
Yes.
We go on to your second question, round number one, horror/thriller. Is the
There's the oof.
category.
Every
And your
category.
question,
Oof.
what 1990 Stephen King big screen adaptation features characters named Paul Sheldon and Annie Wilkes?
I got that.
The gentleman getting warm with a couple of layups.
I'm warm too. My hands are sweating.
It is very warm.
Stephen King movie.
Great.
I don't even know if this is a Stephen King movie.
Three. Let's not get too complete. One pens down.
Misery.
Rocha.
Misery.
Yes.
Misery.
There you go. Okay, 2-2.
Shining is Stephen King, yes.
Three it is.
Oh,
All
good.
right. All right. Dramas.
I'm giving myself a point mentally for that.
Who stars
Not
as
physically, but-
Elizabeth Bennet in 2005's Pride and Prejudice?
Oh, God, what's her name?
Tough question, man. There's been like 900 versions of this
Well,
movie.
that's why 2005 was asked, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta
Yeah, you gotta
specify
give
the
a
year, because
Otherwise,
otherwise,
we said
how are you gonna answer it?
5. Like we'll find out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bibbiani.
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley.
Yes. Rocha.
Yes. Keira Knightley.
Tied up. Back and forth. We go.
Keira Knightley loved her in Atonement. Your next question is in the world of animated
movie.
movies. Maybe they were drawn by hand, maybe on a computer. Who's to tell? Your question:
Oof.
which musical artist stars as Gazelle in the film Zootopia? You ever see that?
So
They're just like
did.
us.
Oh.
I'm almost certain this question has been asked before.
And,
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
5.
Because, and I can't remember who got it, but they
I
sang
can do
it.
that. Which musical
Yeah,
They sang it
sounds right,
when-
yeah.
as Gazelle in Zootopia?
I can't remember who it was.
You got it. You can't blame him for trying to recycle questions a little bit now, at least.
No.
What, seasons 6 or whatever it is now.
Got it right. 5,
I don't know.
4, 3,
I can't wait to see what musical artist John Rocha.
1. Rocha.
Shakira.
Judy Garland. No, Beyonce.
Shakira,
No.
Shakira.
Bib.
Shakira.
Yes.
It's a good guess. It was a good guess.
Bibbs hits it. Okay,
Good
so
guess.
Bibbs has first blood.
One word title. I knew it was one word.
Bibbs hits first blood like that movie you love, Rambo Last Blood. All right, here's the next one.
Oh,
Next
Bibbs
one,
destroyed
we
Last
go
Blood.
to
He
fantasy
hated it.
/ sci-fi. What 2016 sci-fi film stars Michael Shannon, Joel Edgerton, Adam Driver, and Kirsten Dunst?
Adam
I
Driver.
was going Australian style there.
Why don't you give them a free repeat?
What
Boston, maybe.
2016 sci-fi film stars Michael Shannon, Joel Edgerton, Adam Driver, and Kirsten Dunst?
Oh, isn't this?
Tried to watch Adam Driver in that zombie Bill Murray movie.
Not good, huh?
No,
Stinks.
no, it looked great, but the
I'm gonna
ear,
guess.
that they gave me
Michael
headphones,
Shannon.
they didn't work. Cool.
I actually didn't see this movie, so I don't know what's true now. I'm gonna go with The Gift.
Didn't have it.
Didn't have it.
Midnight Children or something?
Ooh, just missed. Midnight Special.
Close.
Midnight Special.
Midnight Special. Midnight
Rocha
Children.
just missed it. Rocha just missed. Almost tied the game up there.
Rocha confusing Midnight Special with the Midnight Society from Are You Afraid of the Dark?
But Bibbs does miss his first question there, too. No.
I do have to get a whiteboard at some point because you can't even see
Well,
my
we
answers
get
half
a
the time.
perfect response from the crowd when I say your next category is comedy.
Really milking it these days, huh?
Ah.
Your
Never
question:
gets old.
Who played the role of Inspector Clouseau in the 2006 remake of The Pink Panther?
Judy Garland.
I know this is not right.
Rudy?
Renee Zellweger playing Judy.
Fantastic.
It's amazing.
Oh, you've seen it. 5, 4,
I know this isn't right.
1. John Rocha.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin?
Yes.
Mm.
Steve Martin.
5-4. Bibbs keeps his lead.
So I knew this wasn't right.
Matthew Broderick.
I think he might play Inspector Gadget, maybe?
Yes,
I don't
Inspector Gadget. That is
In the
true.
film Young Guns, who has the role of Josiah Gordon Doc
I don't even know.
So I do cryotherapy on an almost daily basis, and they play a different.
I kind of want to go Dagnino right here and say, can I get a year?
I believe that was 1990. So I'm going to say, I'll give you that.
Okay.
PJ Campbell would be upset if we don't get this. But
Kiefer Sutherland?
Kiefer
Sutherland.
65.
Well, wait.
So they've only.
I was going to guess Kevin Costner, so I was not right.
No, not in Young Guns.
Final question.
One or two.
Next question. Last one in round number 1.
Actually, Young Guns might have been 88. Young Guns 2 was 90.
You're not that far off, because the question is Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin star in what 80s action comedy?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay, got it.
They're both giggling.
Yeah.
Like they're the best of chums.
Yeah.
Although they are mortal enemies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, please. Bibbiani.
Midnight Run.
Midnight Run.
And Rocha.
Midnight Run.
Never even heard of it. Never heard of it.
6. So
The only thing that came to mind was Beverly Hills Cop, and I knew that wasn't it, so
Definitely not.
that was.
Robert De Niro and Beverly Hills Cop would have made it a completely different movie.
Here as we get into round number 2, and the wheel round's about to begin.
The wheel has emerged from the shadows of the curtain. Thank you to possible serial killer Brandon Hanna for bringing
The Hitman.
wheel
The
out.
Hot Man.
On that wheel, you're
Friend
going
of
to
the
see
show. We
10
love it.
different categories of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how, as well as what every
Oh,
competitor
well,
wishes for. Spinner's choice.
pretty close
and
so
fan
far.
Favorite opponent's choice. One
Yeah,
by
definitely.
one and settled upon.
Definitely.
One question will be asked to that competitor.
It's kind of amazing how much of a difference it is when like someone gets a perfect round and when they don't. Like the difference between like a 1-point game and like a 2-point game after someone gets like a perfect round, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a huge difference.
Match is sponsored by our own Schmoedown patron favorite, Reefton, everybody. How about a hand for Reefton?
Sounds like a musical artist.
Reefton.
The guy loves
All right.
his Schmoedown. If you want to have your name mentioned on future
Just a one name.
Schmoedown
I like that.
Patreon
Yeah.
today, select which tier
Little
is
single
best for
name.
you. The sponsored slices by our bud Reefton include
Reefton.
and scores and soundtracks.
Oh, scored.
All right. So
Hmm.
we start with Bibbiani, who, if he wants wants to, can either spin first or second. You are in the lead, Bibbs. What do you choose to do?
I will defer to my wonderful opponent.
John Rocha. John Rocha is going to spin and try to get
I think
himself
I think
in
he
the
tries
lead
to just
here
indice
over
people to
Bibbiani
death.
for Westerns.
Okay, do you see? Yeah,
Get him
Yeah.
out of their competitive
Started the
element.
wheel at Westerns.
It's not going to work with Rocha.
Kill him with kindness.
That's what he hopes to spin. He wants more questions about Kiefer Sutherland and Doc Sherlock.
He's a big fan of Young Guns, too. You know
He's
that?
a school teacher from the city of New York.
And it spins around. It's coming back around.
Christian,
here.
I'm smelling opponent's choice. It's going to careen past it.
Sandra
Could
Bullock.
this be Clint Eastwood?
It is.
Oh!
Clint Eastwood. What does he do? Does he like Clint
The
Eastwood?
Patreon slice.
Who doesn't
Here
like
comes
Clint
Magneto
Eastwood?
to offer no sense of knowledge whatsoever.
I feel like that would be in his.
I was thinking being this wheelhouse a little bit. It seems like it's. I mean, he does a lot of westerns. He's done. He's kind of. I'm gonna say it. He's older.
I think he's helped out, of course. But I need an answer here. I'm gonna stick with it.
Sticking with it.
taking
All
Clint
right.
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured.
Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
All right, John, you got 4 questions.
I wonder, does this count as a director and an actor? I wonder.
He should. He's got both. He could probably use either or. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to.
I
use
would
either or.
imagine so.
What film does Eastwood say? You see, in this world, there are 2 kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns and those who dig. You dig?
I know you're with me. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Fistful of Dollars? B, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? C, High Plains Drifter? D, Unforgiven?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's correct for 1
Yes.
point. That's right.
Good, bad, ugly.
We're tied. Question 2. Who plays a fugitive?
Just a guess.
Eastwood's character is tasked with apprehending in 1993's A Perfect World.
Kevin Costner.
That is correct.
I didn't have time to think about it, so I can't give myself a point there.
Rocha takes a 2-point lead. 2 questions remain.
All right, question 3. In what film does Eastwood play an aging Secret Service agent who's trying to stop an assassination?
In the line.
In the line of fire.
Correct?
Yep.
That's right.
I won't give myself points for that because I didn't know that
John
one.
Malkovich.
I did know that one too.
John in this. Sorry. Last question in this category. All right. Clint Eastwood starred with Lee Marvin in this 1969 musical.
Oh my gosh.
Missed by me. I don't know if I didn't know he was in a musical.
1969.
I have some major misses in the Clint Eastwood category, obviously.
4.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Paint Your Wagon? B, Hello Dolly? C, Sweet Charity? D, Cactus Flower?
Definitely not
Paint Your
Pierce.
Wagon.
1 point.
Paint
All
Your
right,
Wagon.
John
Okay.
Rocha
It wasn't.
Was it
I didn't
B?
get it. Paint Your Wagon was A.
Was it really?
Very well. He's
Yeah.
always been
I figured it
very
must have been
good
one that was like unheard of, but I've heard of that.
Go now to
So
Johnny, and you have to say it.
Keep
John
dropping
Rocha has
I
been
knew Hello
very
Dolly
well.
and
Slow
Sweet
down
Charity.
before.
I've heard
Yes,
that
he
was musicals. I knew he wasn't in them, so I knew it was either A or
Back
D.
in
But
2016, you won that. Did you know that?
I didn't give myself a point because I didn't
Most
answer
of
in
that
time.
you're
I don't know
right.
which one I would have picked.
You know, right now, Rocha's hoping that Bibbiani hits opponent's choice. That's what he would
Well,
like.
the old wheel being back again is it definitely spins a lot more than that
Tell
new
you
wheel
what,
did.
if
Yeah.
Bibbiani does spin opponent's choice, that really the pressure is going to be on Rocha's manager
Wait a minute.
because Christian, this could be opponent's choice.
Ooh.
Wow. Opponent's
Boy.
choice it is. He
Ooh.
does hit opponent's
Boy.
choice.
12-7
Riley,
and
Riley,
Rocha.
Riley cannot
Mark Riley.
So
not
I did
allowed.
not
Riley's
see
not
everything that was
preferred.
on there, but
There's more than enough intelligence.
I would think you could pick westerns, maybe.
currently in that
Well, yeah, I was good at that too.
It's
but-
like watching Jay Gruden coach.
You almost
Dwayne
wanna
is
give
movie
him a-
release dates, quotes, or any of those kind of obscure categories on there? I didn't see it.
What are we picking?
No.
Sly and Arnie it is.
Sly and Arnie.
Okay.
All right, Sly and Arnie.
I feel like that was a Dagnino
on
pick.
the wheel here to William
Well, it is.
Bibbiani.
I wonder if they think it's too high, like
Right,
low
it's just a
brow for
shame
him.
that
But I know Bibbiani's seen all the
Christian
Rambos.
can't
You know, things. I bet he's
Beloved
lifted
and
that.
Sorry, Bibbs.
It's okay.
I don't know. Maybe
William, you're
you say you give it some strength. Therefore, if he does miss it, you can get an easy 2 points.
Nope.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe Rocha knows Sly and Arnie. I haven't done the research on that.
Your first of 4 questions
Buy those tickets.
in the
Mark
world of
Ellis
Sly and
Live.
Arnie
12-7.
for 2 points. What movie stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as a Los Angeles firefighter seeking to avenge his son's and wife's death?
Collateral damage.
2 points.
Good job.
I did know that. I'll give myself 2 for that because I did know that.
All right. So Bibbiani has pulled to within 3 of John Rocha. Your next question. What was the last name of Arnie's character in Last Action Hero?
Oh, I got it.
You mean besides Schwarzenegger?
John.
Later.
Besides Schwarzenegger.
Slater.
Slater.
Jack Slater it was.
Oh, I thought it was John.
Jack Slater.
Hey, I was close.
For the Constable lead.
Tomato.
Question in round number 2. What 90s thriller stars
Kennedy did it.
Stallone, Sharon Stone, James Woods, and Eric Roberts?
The specialist.
Look at Bibbs.
2 more
Damn.
points.
Did not know that. Wow, he is cleaning house on opponent's
Can you give
choice.
him a hard one?
I know. There
Can
you
you
go.
give him a hard one? Is that
Oh,
possible?
there you go.
Rocha, back
Just
to
ask.
pitching.
All right.
Of course. Of course.
Come on.
Last
Rocha.
question, round number 2.
You gave him the category.
How many men does Kirby leave to protect John and his daughter?
I know Commando, and I can't.
Is it A, 10, B, 5, C, 2, or D, 6?
No idea. I guess 2.
I'm guessing A.
I think it was a guess,
What?
and he's going to get a
2.
point for the
Wow.
guess.
What's 2?
So Bibbiani,
Wow.
opponent's choice, Sly and Arnie. He takes it and runs
Nice
with
job,
it,
man.
gets himself to 14-12, a 2-point
Wow.
lead.
So opponent's
Guess what?
choice can get
Fight
7
out
out
of
of
our
8.
hands.
That's
As we get into
awesome. I
the
mean, that's
third
a
and final
And then-
round,
goes from being
we'll find out very
getting
soon
killed
who
to
will
being
be in
right back in
Orlando
the
the
command.
finals
I mean,
for the
I don't know if there was another
In
category they
round
could have
number 3,
picked.
gentlemen.
Because, I mean, I
Round
feel like
will determine
Bibbs is
who
good at
the
all
three
of them, but
Orlando
Yeah,
in
that's
person. You're gonna give
that
us 3 numbers each.
just
it's
wasn't
not-
the best one.
Range from 1 to 20.
But at the same time, Rocha had a
Different
good round too. So I mean, he's
categories.
really only down 2, which is not.
Yeah, not
The first
insurmountable at
question here is
all.
worth 2 points.
Especially since Bibbs has that. I
Question
mean,
is
not
that
so much
bar
recently,
is
but he
worth
can
5
falter
big
in round
points.
3.
There is
He's done it
no stealing
before.
nor loss of points in questions contained in round number 3. William Bibbiani, you are enjoying a 2-point lead,
Very much so.
precarious as it may be. Your question
I've questioned already.
is, what are your 3 numbers?
I know the answer to this one.
Yes,
It's 7, 3, and 19.
that's incorrect.
No.
John Rocha.
6, 8, and 10.
6, 8, and 10 for Rocha, who will be going first to try to tie the game to bounce back to Bibbs here. Rocha, you chose category number 6 for your 2-pointer. Category number 6, Westerns.
Oh.
All right. All right.
Why does?
John,
Why?
starred as Bill Kane in the classic High Noon.
Gary Cooper.
2 points.
All right.
Maybe he was annoyed he didn't get Westerns for his 5-point question. Maybe that was his. I don't know.
That's hope.
That's right. Joe Theismann's number for 2 points corresponds to fantasy/science fiction.
Okay.
And your question. Steven Spielberg directed this science fiction film, released in 2005.
War of the Worlds.
War of
2
the Worlds.
points. Bibbiani's back on top by 2.
Well, now we bounce back to Rocha.
Oh, time to show my answers. They're just too quick.
You take the lead here.
I feel like that's. I don't want to say a hard 2-point question, but
All right.
I don't know. War of the Worlds isn't like
In the
a
John
massive.
Got Cruz in it though. I think
name Baba Yaga in Russian,
Oh,
which translates.
that's not a
to
3-pointer. I think that'd be a 2-pointer.
That is correct. 3 points.
Boogeyman.
Wow.
All right, so now we bounce to
Oh, that'd be
Bibbs.
a
Now
right.
Bibbs,
easy one.
Bibbs has to hit his 3-pointer.
This is really,
Yeah.
really good. William, you selected number 3. Mark Mosley's number corresponds to Denzel Washington film.
Okay.
Denzel Washington movies. This question is worth 3 points. Could give you a 2-point advantage if you hit it.
Okay.
Edward James Olmos plays drug lord Papi Greco in what Denzel Washington film?
I think it's
American Gangster.
Incorrect. Looking for 2 guns.
Two guns.
So
I
here's
have
where
it
we are.
here. Ooh.
Bibbiani now is going to get his 5-pointer. If he hits it, bounces back to John. to let
Come
John
on,
try to win
Bibbs.
the game. But
Do not let
the
Rocha
winner right
have a
here,
chance at
and
Rocha 2
Bibbiani
belts.
misses
That'd
the
be awful. I don't want to see Rocha with 2
John
belts.
Rocha will be competing twice in Orlando and
Ugh.
getting a shot to play for his 3rd title should he win.
Poor Orlandoans.
Here is
Orlando
the
Indians. I don't know what you call them.
question
Yeah.
here for category 19.
This is category number 19. My Expedia.com.
Rocha 2 times in front of that many
browser's
action hour
open
members. That would be
In
bad.
case I need to book a ticket right now.
It would be bad. Poor Rocha. Poor Rocha.
19. That's the category. The 1980s. To force John
I think-
Rocha to hit his 5-point question.
I think Bibbs is
In the
pretty
film
solid.
Better Off
Radius.
Dead.
Yeah, I was
John
gonna say that too.
Cusack's character Lane Meyer challenges his ex-girlfriend's new beau to compete in what kind of sport in an attempt to win her back?
Skiing.
John Rook is going to have to answer
Skiing.
this 5-point question because William Bibbiani just got 5 points.
Need to think about that, Bibbs, at all. Like, no.
Downhill really
17.
fast, and if something
That's
gets in
the
your
score of a darn
way,
good football
miss.
game. All right, John, here's where we lie. If you hit this, you will be playing in Orlando twice. However, if you miss it, William Bibbiani will be playing in the finals for Orlando. Here we go. John. Tarantino. What fictional brand of cigarettes has made multiple appearances in Tarantino films, including The Hateful Eight, Inglourious Bastards, Kill Bill, and Pulp Fiction? He's got 2 JTE rules remaining.
I'm not a huge Tarantino fan, which I've seen these, but I don't like rewatch them. So I
3.
wouldn't rewatch them enough to know.
Second one.
I think he's
What fictional brand
got
of
it there, but he can't
has made
pull it.
multiple appearances in
This isn't like an
Tarantino's
I don't know
films,
at all.
including
I think this is
The
like
Hateful
a
Eight, Inglourious
This isn't like a
somewhere
Ben.
there.
and
Yeah, this
Ben
is
Bateman's
a,
been training him.
no, I don't think he knows it yet. I think Bateman would know it and just use repeats for the hell of it,
Yeah.
just to get people's head. I think this is an actual good try to pull it because he had it in the back of his head
Yeah.
but can't pull it.
Yeah.
2.
Repeat the question.
Last one. What fictional brand of cigarettes
He can't
has
pull it
made
though.
multiple
He can't pull it.
appearances in Tarantino's films, including The Hateful Eight, Inglourious Bastards, Kill Bill, and Pulp Fiction?
Come on. I think it's like red apple. I want to say red apple.
4,
Some kind of fruit.
2.
I don't know. Jack Rabbit Slims.
And your
Yes!
winner, William the Beast Bibbiani!
That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see.
Cigarette. Fine guess by John.
Rocha
Rocha.
goes
You
down.
either know it or you don't. You either know skiing or you don't. And William Bibbiani.
I will say he
is
played
going
well
to
for the
Epcot
most
Center
part.
to compete.
Bye,
What a
Rocha.
battle.
Nah.
What a battle. John
Nah.
Rocha. This is what I will tell
Hey,
you.
hey.
John Rocha critic.
Goodbye.
Be quiet. Because John
But,
Rocha
no,
had
he's right.
everybody was, oh, John Rocha,
Well.
Yeah.
John Rocha.
In the epic words of my boy.
Certainly had them. Look at the
Bye,
battle. 1
Rocha.
second away there from going Orlando twice. And
Biz
now
played well.
Bibbiani
Biz played well enough,
coming off
and
of
I
this
mean he didn't
amazing
miss.
run. He's
He had a
putting
decent
up a
first round with
fight
7
right now,
points.
I think,
Blew through that
for
opponent's
player of the
choice.
year. Now, if he
Opponent's
goes
choice reaction, and he got
goes,
his
has a
2 and
nice
his
run
5. That's all you need
with
to
his
win.
partner, that'll also cement that.
Yeah.
But right now,
Yeah.
Bibbs is on top.
So,
He's going to Orlando.
solid
He's gonna
enough.
Find out who he plays. It's either going to be Ben the Boss Bateman or get this.
Bibbs was
his
beatable, and Rocha
What a
could have
genius
won.
that might
So
be
this
if he
match
ends
really
up
could have
facing
gone
him,
either
but that
way.
Bateman
It was one
is
question.
I think if-
You had one question. If Rocha could have pulled that Tarantino.
I think if Bibbs is at his highest, it's a much further gap. But
William Bibbiani has
Yeah,
had
I
a
agree.
run
Bibbs
that nominates him.
could have
I would
been
think,
just a
for
touch
player of
touch
the
better,
year.
but Rocha could have
We're
been
going to have an interview
a lot
with
better
William
also,
Bibbiani, the
so.
winner of
Right.
today's match.
But
first,
I shouldn't say a lot better. That's better than Rocha has been in a while. I
Members of the
think.
Horsemen included.
He kind of felt
Yeah.
like he was in the
Fallen
match the
hero
whole
today,
time and
the
he was
outlaw,
there. But
John Rocha. Jen, what's the
at least this time when he loses, he probably won't have a big, as
it
big
could
of
be
a
better, Mark. Now that you mention
Well,
it,
we'll
big
see.
of the hot air. But
No.
yeah, no, he always can find a way. He might build
I
himself up
see you
into
beat
it.
yourself up on that last
Life
question because
finds
I
a
know
way.
that you could taste it. You're already going to Orlando, obviously, to play with your team partner. But this, I know you wanted to play twice.
Yeah.
If anyone in this league is capable of playing twice in one day, it's John Rocha. How are you feeling right now that is not a possibility?
I'm in a confusing place because I mean I really wanted to win. I came in really focused, and I just got a bad 5-pointer that I didn't know. It happens. I got the opponent's choice, which you want, but Bibbs obviously has been studying the Sly Arnie stuff, so he jumped on top. I got some good answers. I left a couple of points on the board. I don't think it would have mattered, but still, you don't want to leave any points against a player like Bibbs, and it came back to haunt me.
Is this humility?
Better off dead. That's not a 5-pointer. Tell me what the
Oh,
name of
there
the
you go.
race was with a
There you
hill.
go.
That's a
Here we go.
5-pointer.
There it
Put
is.
that in your brain, son. It was a ridiculous 5, but hey, that's how the game goes sometimes. I've gotten easy ones. He's gotten hard ones. That's how it goes. You know, Elizabeth Debicki maybe remind him.
Oh.
So it happens.
Progress.
So it sucks to lose. I really wanted to play twice. I mean, the mantra is
Okay,
all the
Riley
belts,
is
all the
seeming
records
a
are
little bit
visualized
quiet
the whole
and
week, standing on top of the
calculating
mountain
right
at
now.
the end of the year with both belts on my shoulders.
I'm
and
getting a little
shutting up
worried.
all the doubters once and for all. So, you know, it didn't work out for me this time, but I don't think I can be ashamed of how I played. And I think, you know, if anyone's a member of Outlaw Nation out there, I hope I made you proud. Sorry I couldn't bring it home.
Wow, you seem very good.
I mean, you know,
Not Rocha.
No, very, not very.
He's a massive guy. You know, bottom line. Look, we'll be there. We'll be in Orlando for the tag team belts. I mean, that's fine. This was. He's right. That was a tough question. Not too many people in the studio knew it. I didn't know it. Riley didn't know it. Clearly, John didn't know it. We'll be back. I mean, look.
How did Tagnino sounding like
played his heart out.
a normal manager right now? Where's like the weird quips or the the fire in your fireplace burns the house down? Where's all that stuff?
Still,
where's the classic tags?
Maybe they're filming at like 8 o'clock in the morning and
always
he's
the winner. This guy
sober.
busts his ass and he wins as much as anybody in this league. He wins more than he loses. This is just one of those things. He's going to Orlando. He's going to get the team belt because he's got our boy, Dan Murrell, and John Rocha. He's going to get back on that horse. He's the outlaw. Look at this guy. He played a hell of a game. I'm happy for him.
And John, like everyone's saying, you are going to Orlando and you are still going to have
Riley is worrying me. He's worrying me. I don't know.
Feel, Mike, this should scare you. This should scare the living hell out of you. And Chance, it should scare you too. Me and Dan are coming for you big time. You've been swagging around thinking you're king shits in this league. Well, you got to beat us again one more time. Dan had a right to pull that out of his pocket. He's got a title shot. Now, you've seen how I've reacted. I almost went all the way to the final in this tournament. You know why? Because losing to you sucked. It drove me insane. So I've doubled down. I'm studying. I've got like 600, 700 pages of trivia questions that I've been studying.
Are you timing this? Because I'm pretty sure that
I'm going to come as prepared as I've ever been. Kalinowski, shut up out there. Kalinowski, you asked me to come hardcore, so I'm coming for you. Chance, you want the best I got? I'm coming for you. I'm going to melt those black sunglasses off your face. Dan and I are coming. Get ready. Orlando has never seen anything like this. It's a better ride than anything they got in both of those parks. So strap in and get ready. And if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets because we are coming with the fire. This ain't going to be like the last two times. This is going all the way down to the end, and we're going to take them out.
That's more Rocha. That was actually pretty short for Rocha. I got to give him credit.
Child, I believe. Yeah, it's true. But and
They have to like
out of there and
get the key to pull him off.
Yeah, not letting Tagnino speak. Yeah, so, she knows when to get the hell out of that smelly locker room. Well, that was good. I mean, Rocha had his moment, and he's bummed about it, right? But he's not wrong. He's not wrong there.
So Bibbs
that's the
in the
kind of
final.
Rocha that if I'm Kalinowski and Chance, I am very.
So if Meyer wins,
Bibbiani,
Bibbs versus Meyer in Orlando. That's kind of a cool undercard.
How many times have you seen Bibbiani get a 5-pointer that's been almost?
So I'm gonna say something pretty controversial.
This was a great.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
I think
where's the
which
censor
is-
button?
Yeah. 100%. All right.
I feel semi.
William
Oh,
Bibbiani,
oops.
this has been quite a year for you. I think it all started, like I said,
Stay
back in the
tuned.
free for all.
Stay tuned.
And it's led us to
Some hot
How are you
cakes,
feeling
even
now
though they're
that
not
you've
an
won your
episode of
I'm
hot
so
cakes.
tired. Like it's really hot, and that was a hard match, and I'm just kind of tired, and I just kind of want to have a little sleep. But I gotta be honest, I honestly didn't think I'd get here. I didn't think I'd make it. I was hoping I would make a good showing. I did not think I would make it all the way to Orlando. I didn't think I'd do it.
You got a good voice there. I
So
like
this
that.
is really exciting. I'm really excited to finally get to play a proper, like a live match, like not free for all, but like a one-on-one, personnel a personnel.
Oh man, if Ben
just
actually
fight it
wins,
out in front of a live audience, I
and he
can't
won't be
wait
able to
see all of you
face
there at Orlando.
in a
I can't
live
wait
match.
to see that team match. I can't wait to see that match where a whole bunch of audience members get to play. It's going to be a real exciting event. And I can't believe we get to be a part of it. This is going to be amazing.
Will you be standing?
You better be standing. I don't know how chairs work anymore. I've forgotten chairs. I'm either lying down flat, I'm standing up, or I might be doing a little one of these. But that's about it.
How does it feel to see your teammate punch his ticket to Orlando?
Oh, it's so awesome. I mean, I will admit, I mean, John played what a great match. I mean, I was trying to keep a brave face out there, but I was scared. I mean, it's Rocha. I mean, he can easily know a 5 easily. So, I mean, when his fate was in his hands, I really wasn't sure what was going to happen, but I have ultimate faith in Bibbs. And this really just feels like his year. you know, and I mean, he's played 3 really, really tough matches in a row against
It
really
does feel a little,
upper echelon of the league.
the
So,
top
it's
players
amazing to
that
see
feel
him
like they have
go through all those
destinies
battles.
this year. Bibbiani had a
Actually, I
big
think
year.
it's our year, and seeing you go from
KO
rookie
had a
match against
big
Pollyanna
run.
all the way here.
Ben says he
You've
feels
made
like
it really
his
far in the
destiny this
singles
year
as
to
well.
finish.
We
So,
got
I mean, a
teams
couple of
coming up. I
destinies
feel
are
really,
working
really
out. But I
good
guess
about
everybody can't have a
chances.
destiny to
This has been
destination
a
of
really
winning the
fantastic
championship.
2019 for the folks in Shazam, and I just
We'll
also want to thank
see.
everybody at home for your support and following us along with this. It's been a real strange trip, but wow, it's going great. It's going great, everybody. Look at us. Whee!
Congratulations, Bibbs. Good,
So, kid,
good
I gotta
win.
ask
Good
you.
win.
You've obviously got a big match coming up against Bateman. Sweating a little bit? You getting a little nervous?
Of course. I mean, mainly because I'm wearing this jacket. It's hot in here, but I am also sweating. I am also sweating because of Ben Bateman. I mean, he's playing incredible. Talk about Bibbs has had an amazing year. So has Ben. He's been running through the tournament thus far. He's had great performances. He was unbelievable against Paul Preston. I don't think he missed the question. So yeah, no, I definitely take it pretty seriously, and we'll see. I mean, to get to play Bibbs would be pretty special. I mean, I think for the two of us to get to stand up there in Orlando and play would be the dream. I mean,
It would be the friendliest championship match I think we've ever had. I'd just be like, you got it, Tiger. You can do this. Yeah. So
That's what brings all the eyeballs, just that good, friendly competition, Bib.
everybody, we're going to have a great time.
I love me
Schmoedown,
and
we're
Jen
gonna go
Sturger.
to Orlando.
Any advice for the
And
kid going
Decker.
into this?
I think you got
Jessica,
this.
as it were.
There's nothing more you need. I think at this point, you played so well for so long. I think you're as good as any veteran of the league right now. So I don't think you need anything else. I'd just go out there and slay.
I think you both need to cool off a little bit.
I'm so hot right now.
Head backstage and best of luck in Orlando, guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So, look,
All
Bibbiani,
right.
very excited, but Jen makes
Oh,
we've
my.
seen a battle of the
Good
teams.
match.
We've seen
Good
teammates
match.
Go against each
Good
other.
match.
Clark Wolf played Riley when they were together.
There are a lot of
So,
good
my-
matches. Oh yeah, your hot cake.
My hot take is that I feel slightly bad for John Rocha. Like
That's right. And Chris,
Wait, are you
There's
okay?
like-
who he might
there's
be
like, you know how the Grinch's heart grew? Like, I feel like there's this hole in my heart that like somehow has like, I don't know what happened, but I feel kind of bad for him.
Who are you?
And you guys have a chance.
I don't know.
What you have to do is
I
go
don't
to
know.
schmoedownlive.com,
Just
get
between that
there,
last question, which was like just tough, and I could see how much he like wanted to pull it and couldn't, and like it kind of like tugged at my heartstrings. But then like him being somewhat humble in the post interview, until then he became, you know, full Rocha. But like there for a brief moment of time, I was like,
of your choosing. So make sure.
oh no, I'm going soft. What's happening? But
I don't feel
thank
it.
goodness, thank goodness,
I don't
thank
feel
goodness
it.
he came around and went full Rocha, and now I can, you know, I can boo him and cheer against him
that morning going on
with my full heart.
I will say I have never stopped booing him. I will never stop booing him. And I felt bad for zero, maybe 1 second. I felt bad for him, maybe one.
Today, not only
But
does the Patreon
maybe not.
support the Schmoedown in general, the Patreon now supports the SEN, the Schmoedown Entertainment
We'll see.
Network. So make sure you get on over there.
I don't think he's unblocked me anytime
We'll
soon.
see you tomorrow.
All right, that's
All
it.
right, let's
Yeah.
see.
Oh, Emma, hello, Emma Fife.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello. What's up?
Hello. How are you?
I'm just great. Just,
Kicking it.
kicking it.
Doing good.
Her monitor's not on.
A couple things we got to talk about. Nuke.
Good call. Good catch.
Was in play.
Yeah, I know. I've been hearing all about it, and believe me, like I am ready for it. I know it's going to be like a new format, but I will be able to commission everything that happens as the commissioner of, well, frankly, most of this league.
Yeah. About that. So we haven't had a chance to talk. The Schmoedown throwdown that went down between Bibbiani and Chance.
I think I see what's coming here.
Didn't love the post interview.
No.
It seems like you might have a personal bias against Chance and corruption.
Well, that's the whole league,
I
Christian.
can't
So.
deny.
Yeah, that's the league versus corruption.
Why Bernard in the first place was able to take over because you were throwing the power around a little. So I got to take away the commissionership next season.
Oh, that's.
but I put so much of myself
I know.
into this, and I mean, I manage the Patreon.
That's not changing. None of that is changing. I just can't have you commission anymore. So, but I think that it's time Fight Club to come back.
That's what I
it's time for
figured.
you to be manager again. You were so good at it.
Whatever 10 managers they're gonna have, she had to come back. That makes
I was
sense.
manager of the year.
Yeah,
I
you were.
don't know. I just feel like I put that behind me, and it feels kind of like a step back. But I mean, I'll do it. I loved being a manager. I'm certainly good at it. I can do it again.
That's what I love about you, Fight.
Can I just have one last request as commissioner?
Anything you want? You gotta be within reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I go,
Yeah.
Sam goes too. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Wow. Didn't see that one coming. I think he's in Haiti right now, so I don't even know. But I have to do a lot of changing. So
when is he? I haven't seen him in a while.
Great. We'll Skype him about it later.
Yeah. You won't know, unless he's.
All right. That's
All right. We will. Thank you for being so cool
Emma,
about it,
Emma?
as always. And
All right, Fight Club coming back. Okay.
would,
Okay.
so thank you. And
I want to see a
you
heel
can
Fight
ask
Club
Mike for the
though.
best.
But then again, that's just me. I want to see heel everybody. That's my problem. I want everybody to go heel at some point. So that's what it is. Well, I guess that's what we're doing. So that is how we will end that. And we're back.
Okay.
So, well, we had a decent match. We had Bibbiani taking out John Rocha, and John Rocha losing is always good for this podcast. Despite Mel feeling a little bit traitorous. I mean, you've been rooting for Ben lately. Now you're rooting for Rocha. I think you might need to take a hiatus, step back, examine your priorities, examine yourself, see what's going on. Talk to send a message to Andrew Ghai, ask him for forgiveness. And maybe you can come back stronger next year. I mean, just come back. Our Lord and Savior Andrew Ghai. He's not happy with you right now. I can tell you he's not happy.
Oh no.
But I guess
Probably not.
Any final thoughts on the match? Or
No final. Yeah, that kind of after. Yeah, no, not really. I think we kind of already talked about kind of how the match went and everything on the Emma scene. I mean, I think we kind of knew that she's going to go back to being a manager, so this is just kind of the way to do it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Her bias against Chance was kind of lame because I think everyone has a bias against Chance, but that's okay. No, she's just being a voice of the people when she is treating Chance like that. But anyway, So, I guess my finals is not going to happen. So, but I'm happy. I'm not unhappy that's the way it went.
Well, it seems to me that, I mean, Bibbs, as far as I was talking about Destinies before, Bibbs had that great free for all. It's fitting that he gets a shot in the finals of the tournament. He'll definitely put on a good match. He always puts on a good match. So if it's in Orlando against the Kid, which has its own drama, of course. If it's against the Boss, that'll be its own drama in and of itself, definitely for this podcast at least. But I guess that would be spectacular if that happens because of Ben's back. So. But I guess that's it. So I guess we'll wrap up this video, step back, and then we'll come back and check on, see what is going to happen, whether it's going to be Orlando for Bibbiani or the Spectacular for Bibbiani. But this has been the Call to Action's Call to ReAction. You can follow us on Twitter if you look below it, Call to Action Pod. We have shirts on TeePublic that I got to mention. I don't have the link here, but if you look for TeePublic Call to Action, Kelsey has put some up there, and they're nice, fashionable shirts. I love them myself. And where can we find you, Princess Mel?
On Facebook.
Okay. And you can find me on Twitter at Paul_Denuzzo. It's Denuzio, but I say Denuzzo so you can spell it right. See that right there? And over there. There you go. And of course, on the Team Action Patreon, come join us and get some great reaction videos from Ben and Drew. Now, every time an Action member, Ben or Drew, has any kind of match, whether it's singles or teams that are going to be reacting to it themselves, or at least not reacting to it, but giving a reaction of how it went down. It's always an awesome video for $5 patrons, and they're great. They're really great and really insightful. So go do that. Help me keep my job there, and I'd be happy with that. And otherwise, I guess we will see you. Well, you're going to click over to the next video to watch us. We'll be back in 5 minutes for us. So, all right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.